Okay.
Gotta catch them all like Pokemon.
I said like two funny things in my life.
False. Wow, welcome to Buttercup Media Club Digital Co-work Space. We have a special guest today, comedian, my friend, Ric Rosario.
Yeah. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Now, explain. You're in public right now, so Ric is, wearing a mask out of respect for everybody.
Oh, it's not respect. It's like because I have to do this.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't respect people, but also I hate viruses and I hate transferring viruses. So
Yes, I
okay,
totally
this
agree.
is an example of me trying to say something crass, but like I don't mean that. I like
Oh my
people.
God. I'm the same way. I think we are both the type of people who, if we say something mean, like I know whenever someone, now tell me, in school, when people would like say rude stuff and you would try to defend yourself, were you good at it or bad at it?
Um, Probably bad at it, but also
Same.
I had this tactic where I just try to be friends with everybody, so I don't minimize the amount of enemies that I have. So,
Same. I
but
know.
yeah, I mean it's inevitable. Like not everyone's gonna like you for whatever reason, and
Right.
and you can't change that, whatever. But yeah, so f the haters. First of all, I want to get that off my chest.
That's the
But
hater.
then, but also, yeah, I don't know. Like I've never really thought about comebacks. I'm not a comeback guy, and that's like probably the reason why. I mean, I enjoy like a good roast. I know there was like a wave of like there was roast battles were really in vogue like about a year ago, but I never saw myself as a roast comic because I didn't relate to that. I don't relate. I mean, like it's just not my style, I guess.
I wish I was like that, but you know what I realized this year is I'm not a smart comic. Like I always wanted to be like that smart, witty John Oliver, Trevor Noah like type. I love smart comedy, but I am not. I'm just not smart comedy.
They also have a team of writers who write for them, so
Thank
that's
you.
yeah.
True.
You just need a
Oh,
staff. You need a writing
yes.
staff. That's all, and then
So true.
you too can be funny 5 nights a week on national television or whatever.
Oh my God. That is not a gaslit. It's professional, but I gaslit myself into thinking that not, yeah, not seeing it that way, but like, oh shoot,
Yeah,
like I wish I thought of that. I couldn't. And it's like, oh yeah, no.
yeah. I mean, you don't give yourself enough credit. You're a fantastic comedian, and you
Thank you.
trust yourself. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I like got one viewer. What's up, one viewer? Where are
Hey,
you
one viewer.
located? We're here with comedian Ric Rosario. At
You
Ric,
you
at
you
Ric.
live communicate.
Yeah, we're live streaming as well on Twitch, and then I'm going to edit that, and I'll put the edits on YouTube.
Cool. Cool. Look at you,
So,
Amy. You're doing all this. This is crazy. I remember
it's
when we were doing improv or practicing improv like 10 years ago or something.
oh my God, yes, one viewer, Ric. To give you backstory, Ric and I know each other from an improv troupe about 10 years ago.
Yeah. Wasn't
Wow,
that something?
that is
My.
something
And we're
else.
still here. We're still grinding.
Still grinding and still proud to grind.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. Now we just got to I could be happy as an artist making 1K a week. Like I if I could make 1K a week, that's the ooh, we should aim higher.
Yeah, sure. But I'll say this. I'm happy being an artist owing 1K because nobody can take that away from me. I'm still an artist, you know?
Yes, so true. It's like I look back at a lot of bad jobs I've had. And even though they were so bad, I mean, I worked a graveyard shift at a diner in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
People who thought they were
Right.
famous. I think that was the worst part about working at Mel's, was that all the customers, they thought they were famous.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's a
it's
problem.
like, yeah, I'd be like, hey, how are you? And they would have their like phones in my face. And anyway,
Worse.
but being like, you know what? I'm going to do comedy after the next day, because it was the graveyard shift. So 12 to 8. But, you know, it's like, I'm doing comedy. So this job isn't so bad.
Did you ever try your jokes on people, or did you ever get sarcastic with people?
You know, sometimes I would. But sometimes, you know, like one time a customer was like, wow, well, you must have a lot of time to write doing this job. And I look around, it's a packed restaurant. And I was like, not really. But also, you're layering in your head napkins, table 42, ketchup, table 37, food is at the window. Oh, comp this person because I messed up their food. Like, it's hard to layer and multitask in that situation, but sometimes I would do little jokes. I remember on Christmas, a customer would be like, "Wow, I'm so happy you're open," and I was like, "Me too." And I just stared at him with like a death smile. And then he got it. Like, I wasn't like, that's kind of, think about your target audience. You're telling the waiter you're happy they're open, instead of their labor on a
Yeah.
holiday where you're shoving your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Of course.
Do you ever have to work on holidays?
I feel like I've worked on holidays for sure. I'll take I don't live near family, so I'm good on that. Like I love my family, but I'm like good with just like a phone call, checking in, like, hey, happy holidays. I gotta go to work. I'm fine with that. One
Yeah.
one thing I won't compromise is my birthday. Like I worked on my birthday before, and I don't know, I got depressed about it. So
Yes.
it wasn't. I mean, that wasn't the reason why I don't work on my birthday now, but I guess it's one of the reasons. Like, I just feel like you should not work on your birthday. You should like have fun.
Yeah, because it's kind
Or
of
yeah,
like, in terms of being a little superstitious, how you spend your birthday is kind of how the next year is going to go.
really.
Yeah, so if you set a little ritual of self-love and, get in the vibe of love, hopefully the next year will be good.
Oh yeah. Well, my problem is I have a problem with indulgence, like a lot of people, I guess. So like indulging myself like with food and drink or whatever. It's just like you
No, same.
can't do that too much, but I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. It was just,
Well, I think in terms of splurging, could that be it?
yeah, yeah. I'm indulgent in a lot of ways. So I'm always giving myself self love, or yeah, treating myself, so to speak.
And then when you think about how, in terms, sometimes I'm like, wow, my self-esteem is really low, but then in terms, I think about like how gentle I am with my body, and like how gentle you are with your body, like making sure, like how nice of knowing, like, all right, I don't want to work on my birthday next time, and you take care of yourself, you're wearing a mask, like I don't know, such a weird thing.
You know what? Not everyone's wearing a mask here. Ta-da! The big reveal. This is what
No, you
I was
shaved.
planning to do. was I was I a bearded mess when the last time you saw me?
You did have scruff.
Oh
What's your
boy.
Is your Instagram
At
Ric
Ric
Rosario?
Rosario. Yeah, at Ric Rosario. It's right here. I put it on my like
Oh
what
yeah,
is it?
I was trying to figure out.
My name tag.
I don't know why the name tags aren't showing up.
Oh really? Oh okay. I can see it from on my end, but
Cool. All right.
what do I know? Huh?
Save. I don't know what I did with this. Anyway, I'm gonna add Ric Rosario.
Amy, it's nice to see you.
It's so good to see you too. I know it's like we came on for the digital co-work space, but it's like we have so much to catch up on.
Yeah, a little reunion. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. How's the new year? We'll get to work, by the way. I want to respect your time. What time do you got to be out of here?
I have a 3 hour block. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Like I don't really have anything going. Probably
All
go
right.
to the store after this. So yeah,
All right, cool.
my big plans for the night.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a 10-minute timer where
Yeah.
we catch up, and then once the timer goes off, we will set our goals and our intentions on what we're going to do.
Oh wow. This
10
is
minutes.
this is a very um what's the word? Like a very serious moment, I feel.
So how's your new year going?
It's been bountiful. My cup runneth over.
That's
I mean,
good.
it's only February. Yeah, I've just been working, been slammed with these gigs. It's insane.
Awesome. Like
When it
comedy.
rains, no, well, with like, um, I drag my feet because I don't want to sound like a douche or whatever. Like acting, like background stuff.
That's
It's not.
awesome.
I mean, it's not.
That is your
I just
occupation.
I did a little background work. I mean, it's nothing to be proud of or whatever.
Yeah, it is. Like background work is awesome. Like I think about in terms of being on set, doing background work, I'm not anxious on set really.
Yeah,
Like let's say if I had a bigger role, I would not be that scared because I was on set and
yeah,
you get to be more familiar with stuff.
yeah. Of course. Oh yeah, I'm not a fly on the wall. I think I really enjoy production stuff in general, like the production side of things. I'm just like studying the camera and like the way they shape the lights for the scenes and everything. And it's crazy how like the director of photography can just like go and just be like, oh, we need to put a shade here. We need to like boost this. We need to add a light here. This needs to resize or whatever. It's just like it's really cool the way
Yeah.
they've developed an eye for that. I don't know. I'm fascinated by that.
No, it's awesome. Do you ever think you would want to get into that side of things?
I think the ultimate like as it's funny because this I think ties in with the theme of our show or your show. I don't mean to usurp
Oh,
ownership, but
on our show today. It's
the
our
theme
show today.
the theme of this episode, right, or maybe all the episodes is like goals, right? You're goal oriented. So I
Yeah.
think that maybe like a long term goal for me, and I don't know if this is like going ahead of what your plans are, but like, yeah, one of my big goals, I think I can see myself directing something someday, like writing, directing, and starring in my own project. So I don't know what that is. I haven't written anything worth shooting, so I got
What?
to plan it out. But yeah, I think that's the goal. Yeah, I'm fascinated with gear, equipment, and a big part of it is also like doing it on my own. I think that's the important part. Well, I mean, like if I was endorsed by a major company or whatever, somebody wanted to pay a lot of money to produce my thing, I wouldn't say no. But I think I want to be in charge of the everything. Yeah,
Yes, I'm like that too. I like to
I
I
sense
like to
about you.
plan it all out, write it, and then direct it. I've been doing, when I collab with people, and actually when I ask my friends to act and stuff, like my friend Francis and I, we're doing virtually a web series thing, like and I'm gonna edit it together and stuff. But I'm learning a lot in terms of, because I'm a type of person, if directions aren't clear, it's kind of like a little, not overwhelming, but I'm learning how to communicate a vision that's not just in my head.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
in my head, I wish I could just plug in and plug in a USB in my brain and then plug it in their brain so they could see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
My language is like a different language, like, oh, da 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 da. Even sometimes when I talk, I like don't finish my sentences because I feel like I've said it, and then people be like, wait, you didn't finish your sentence. I was like, oh shit, like my brain thinks faster than my words.
I hear you.
So
That
but
being said, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, go ahead.
I think you should be directing music videos or something.
Yeah, I would be down. I think I'll continue writing sketches, and then hopefully when the pandemic ends, can work on doing more in-person stuff, and then layer on whatever. Honestly, like like YouTube videos and stuff, they're such a great outlet to direct, to like learn all this stuff. Do you
Yeah.
you have a YouTube channel?
I mean, it's not really on the radar. It's not on anybody's radar. I have a page where I have put my stand up on, stand up tapes,
Yeah,
and then after a while, I'm kind of like, I'm
that is the one thing
I'm
I
doing
don't.
different stuff now, so take it down. So,
Yeah, I took I had stand up clips, but then I was like, you know what? I guess I don't know. I'm very vulnerable. Like, I really miss live performing because the stuff that you can say live is so much more vulgar and like real, genuine than what anything I post online. I think if everybody in the world saw this clip, would I be okay with it? And it's one thing if you are on TV and like you've achieved a certain level of creative license.
yeah.
One viewer, we hope, add Ric Rosario on Instagram, add me on Instagram. One viewer, are you a creative? Let us know. Let us know. We're gonna get some work done tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess getting back to goals or whatever, like, I don't know, like, do we state our goals and then we share them or what? Or,
Yes, yes. So guys, right now we are going to set one goal for this 20-minute session. So we're going to do two rounds, two 20-minute rounds. Do you want to do 20 minutes or 25 minutes?
20.
Yeah, 20. Okay. All right. So, Ricky, what's your goal for this 20-minute goal increment?
Like a goal like an immediate goal that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Um, the past few months, during the pandemic, there hasn't been much live comedy happening. So I've been doing like some open mics and stuff. But I've also been playing drums more. And drums, music was my first, before comedy, I was playing music. So I've kind of gone full circle with this, and I'm kind of gone back to playing drums a little bit. And an immediate goal for me is to find a situation where I can like practice and play more frequently, and like, I don't know, start like a music project.
That's awesome. You know what's funny is I've been practicing my guitar more often. So maybe we'll just have to get a little virtual. We'll have to get a virtual band going.
One of these days, I can feel it happening. Wow, there it
Yes.
is.
You know what's funny? I've been meaning to write a comedy song actually. So anyway, that's great.
Yeah, music, like it feeds the soul. Like I didn't realize how much I miss playing until I started playing again. I was like, oh my god, I feel so complete. There was
Yeah.
something missing. So
You know, also like just having an additional creative outlet other than comedy, I feel like has been so healthy.
yeah, yeah, I feel more whole as a person, I think.
Yes, you know, it have adding on an additional creative thing to comedy is like investing in a stock, but instead of one stock, you're investing in EFTs. The basket of stocks.
Oh my gosh, Amy's playing the stock market now.
The stock market is talent, because it is such a gamble being an artist. Like I'll die hard be an artist till I don't even like talking about death, but I will till I'm 120. Like I love art. The hard part is, I have to say, is the shame from family of not having more than like $1,000 in my bank account because I chose art.
Oh,
That
aw.
is the hardest part, I have to say.
I'd be proud about it. Like,
Thanks. It's like, but it's too much though. It's like, okay, I'm a grown woman. I need, I want a jacuzzi. I just want a freaking jacuzzi. No, but most importantly, it's like I need space to do my art at this point. Like,
yeah, of course.
social, like I need one room to myself to set up my green screen, set up my ring lights. Instead, now I gotta take everything down, disassemble it, and it makes it like shit. Like I a little, like 10% more likely that I'll flake in doing something creative. The whole assembly issue,
Oh
So
yeah.
I just need to figure out how to get paper to provide so I can do my art in more increments.
Yeah, of course.
We all do, all of us artists. Like when I was 20 years old, man, I was just like, I don't care, like it'll work out. And now, fast forward, I'm like, oh, it did. It is working out, but I'm like, universe, i want to buy I want to buy Gucci. I want to buy things. Okay,
it'll
anyway,
it'll happen, Amy.
yes. So what is your goal are you gonna write music or brainstorm plans?
I want to. Yeah, I want to look into um, getting my own like practice space where I can play, and then and yeah, kind of like what you were saying. Yeah, just have my own little space where I can do anything, and so I could practice, and then maybe record demo tracks and stuff, and build up to making my own music. But first, I have to lay down the foundation, the groundwork. Yeah, I have to figure out a way to do this. So that's just been in my head for a little while now. But I
Yes.
really want to like be proactive in making it happen because I just feel like if I don't do it, like why? I don't know. It's not even an option. Like I think that's a part of. I feel like the older I get, the more I discover about myself. If that's not the tritest thing ever said, I
Oh,
just yeah.
so
Once I get a thought in my head, I just like it doesn't leave, and I feel like I have to do it. I have to just yeah. I used
that
to
is
yeah. I used to let ideas slide by all the time when I was younger. I was just like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then I just make, never make it happen. But now I'm just like, oh, I can't sleep until I get this done.
so
I do this.
true. That is
Yeah,
the one cool thing about getting getting older. Yeah, right on. I'm the same way. Like, I remember when I was in LA, I really wanted to produce a show called Snack Time, and I wrote the theme song on my guitar over here. You're now watching your favorite show. It's called Snack Time. Yum, yum, yum. And I had this whole intro. It was going to be live, and I was going to
Oh my God. This is a $1 million idea, Amy. I feel like you need to make this is a $1 million idea, Amy. I feel like you need to make this happen.
I look back. I'm sad I didn't do the show called Snack Time, and it was like I was going to give everybody little baggies of snacks upon watching the show, so they can eat it while watching. And I remember being at Mel's Diner telling the bus boys like, "Yo, would you go to this show?" And they're like, "Yes," and everybody was pumped, and then they never did it. You know why I didn't do it? I got overwhelmed in not knowing how to do it. Instead of asking people and learning, I just shut down like a Windows 95. I went beep, beep, and I just never did it. So regret is probably the most painful thing in terms. It's like we don't gotta do what we want to do in terms of achievement. We got to do it to fight the regret.
Squash the regret if you can.
Yes.
That's my only thing. Like, don't ever feel bad that you didn't get to it. Like, you're still still here. Just do it. Like, you know, if you really if you feel the moment's passed, that's fine. Go on, move on to something else. But if you're still feeling the itch to do it or something like it, just do it.
Right? Yeah. All right. So that is your goal, is to flush it out from a task to subtasks.
Yeah.
Would that be helpful? Like your end goal, get a space. What do you need in order to get the practice space? You need, and you could either rent it. In Queens, I rented for like $20, 2 hours of playtime. Actually, with the drums, I was wanted to like practice. My sister has a drum set, and I was trying to practice. Anyway,
that's currently what I'm doing. Like, I go into rehearsal rooms, and it's furnished. Like, there's equipment there that I can use, but I'm looking to go a different direction. Like, I want to get a space.
Get yours.
Yeah, like I want the place that I'm thinking about. Like, I'm thinking about living in a space where I have a drum set up, like like a live-in practice space or something.
That's awesome. What about a loft?
Something, anything. Yeah. Somewhere where I can make a lot of noise and not worry who cares what I'm doing, like, or if I'm playing too loud or whatever.
Yep.
Because at my current place, I can't set up my drums. They're just stashed in a closet, and they've been sitting there for like 3 years. So
you already have the drums?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have gear.
Okay.
I just need a place to like set them up, and the grand idea is to like live there, so I can just play whenever I want. Like, hey, it's midnight. I want to like play drums. Okay, yeah.
All right, you're gonna do it. That's totally achievable and doable. So my goal for this 20-minute session is to do 4 current event jokes.
Yeah.
All right, 4 current event jokes. Here we go.
One thing I know about Amy, she loves the current events.
You seen the whole Britney documentary?
Not yet.
All right, check it out. But what's been going around on Twitter was they shared Craig Ferguson. He stood up for Britney, and he was like, "Look, I'm done making fun of Britney. Like, Anna Nicole Smith just died," and the crowd was laughing. Like, you probably saw the cue card guy, like, and he was like, the crowd was laughing when he said Anna Nicole Smith died. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not funny. Like,
Yeah, isn't that crazy? She's a joke.
yeah.
That's
And,
insane.
and that was just so influential in terms of late night because it's like, I mean, that I think that's so evolved, and that was 15 years ago or whatever it was. Like I just that late night moment, that late night made me think of that late night moment, and I was just like, wow, that is so evolved for a late night to be genuine like that,
Yeah.
and that was so long ago.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so Ricky, I'm gonna start the timer. I'm gonna leave my mic on if you want to chat in terms of. Are you good with focusing if I talk or?
Yeah. Yeah,
All
of
right.
course.
All right, cool. I'm setting the timer, 20 minutes, and go. One viewer, 20 minutes. The timer has started.
Oh yeah. You want to invite the viewer to like write their goals down or something, or
Yes, one viewer. Write down in the comments what your goals are for this session. Okay, cool. So do you know what neighborhood you would want the drums, the practice space to be in?
you I mean, you lived in LA for a little while. You remember the layout a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm interested in the arts district
that's downtown, right?
downtown. Yeah. It
Cool.
really popped. It really started popping in the past few years. Like it was always sort of like in different circles, it was just like, oh, this is the next up and coming place.
Yeah,
And up
it
until
was
the
up
pen,
and coming when I
yeah,
left.
yeah,
2013, it was up and coming.
yeah. It seemed like for a long time it was just like always these wheels were in motion, and right before COVID, like it was really crazy, like how much that had come to fruition. Like it was just a really thriving place, and like the stupidly expensive coffee shops and all the shopping and like a lot of people. It's like it felt like modern like modern Brooklyn or something, like where it's just very gentrified. And I'm not condoning that. Like I'm not part of the problem. I'm not part of the people that are like, yeah, yay, gentrification. I'm more like, it's just progress. They turned kind of a warehouse district into a play area, which is really cool.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of old lofts and lots of old like warehouse type places where you can like make noise and do weird artistic installations or whatever. Nobody cares. It's pretty cool.
that's so cool. Yeah, I remember I used to love going to downtown to LA and just going out to eat there. Like it reminded me of New York, and I missed
Yeah.
New York so much when I was in LA. So I'd go downtown, and they had all these like really awesome and hip restaurants.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, California's been on like this crazy lockdown as the
You
rest
guys
of the.
were still on lockdown.
Well, as of last week, I think things opened up, and so now you're starting to see more outdoor dining again. But that was shut down for a while. They brought it back and then they shut it down. It's kind of arbitrary. Like, well, there is the COVID, like the numbers or whatever, but they kind of arbitrarily reopened, even though there's a lot of cases. So it's like, well, I don't know, what are they following if they're not? Like, I don't
Yeah. Why
know.
did LA get such bad numbers? Because I thought LA was just gonna coast right by it because you guys have like hot. I guess it was proven that the weather doesn't do anything, but also there was a thing that like it duplicates less than the heat or something. Like there was a science thing I read, but also everything is outside and the weather's always nice, so people could be out always outside.
Yeah,
Do they have a reason why LA got so smashed?
I don't know. It beats me. I really have no idea. It's funny because Texas has been more open. Like there's always been dining. You know, like my family lives in Texas, so I've gone over to visit them a few times over the past few months, and we've gone out to eat at restaurants. You can eat inside. Like they have limited capacity, so you know you can't. There isn't like a full dining room of people, but they're still seating people inside, and like I guess the cases are crazy, but for some reason California is worse. So go figure that. I have no idea.
No, it's a weird everything, and like, yeah, I'm just being so cautious because I'm like, it's the unknown is the scariest part.
Yeah, I try to stay safe. I mean, obviously, like at the beginning of the show, I had my mask or whatever. So,
Are there
yeah.
still shows going on, or are they like illegally going on?
There's some outdoor stuff, and then there's like kind of probably some underground shows at different places, but the comedy clubs are still closed out here, so there's none of that, I guess. And I worked at a comedy club, so waiting to go back there whenever we can.
It'll all be over before we know it, hopefully.
Yeah, or just like we'll get to a place where it's like sort of part of everyday life, where it's like not less than a stigma, I guess. You know?
We're gonna come out of this quarantine freaking rich, right? We're gonna fit. We're gonna figure.
Yeah, of
You're gonna
course.
have your drum space. I'm gonna have my space somewhere, New York or LA. We're gonna figure.
Whoa,
So I made a Skillshare class. I
whoa,
That's passive income. I'm like, I need passive income. So I made a Skillshare class called From Procrastination to Post. So it's for
whoa.
artists to feel more empowered with posting. Because
Yeah,
I was that artist. Like before quarantine, I was like so concerned if I was posting too many selfies. I'm like, is this narcissistic? Is me? Genuinely didn't post that much pictures of me doing stand up because I was like, what am I saying in this picture? Like, hi, this is me doing stand up. You know, I do stand. Like the people that follow, I didn't think of it as a way to establish a community. I thought of my Instagram as a way of staying in touch with old friends. But now it's shifted. It's like, okay, Instagram is a way to connect with people and find like-minded individuals. So, in terms of being shy with posting is understandable, but
yeah,
it's not helping this your one's career as an artist in this pandemic.
yeah, of course. Well, what would you want to do in LA?
I would like to. Well,
More comedy shows and stuff?
yeah, I mean, I applied to work for Amazon Studios. I saw my application was under consideration to be an assistant at Amazon Studios. I really want to get into that. I love development. I've interned. I know I like it. I know I'm good at it. But anyway, so my app said under consideration, but it's so hard to break in. But so anyway, I'd like a nice stable day job, but also try to find a way to make money on my art. So if I could get a place living by myself, I would set up a studio, like not a studio, but just my setup currently,
Yeah,
of having a tripod, a ring light, and then a nice green screen background to
yeah,
where I don't have to take down. Because yeah, this whole deassembling equipment has been very stressful in terms of production
yeah, of
for
course.
all my little videos. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do miss LA a lot. It sucks that it's so far from my family. I wish
Yeah,
I could just pack my family up wherever I go.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you guys move with me. But, you
Are
know,
they pretty happy where they are?
well, they want to move to North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but I guess once you own a home, it's really, you got baggage, you know?
Yeah, it's probably like comfortable. It's hard to like move away from that.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, I do miss New York a lot too. Like, part of me would love to get a nice studio apartment. The thing is, wherever the hell I move, I am having zero roommates. Like, no more freaking roommates. I'm
Yeah, of course.
done. I'm at wit's end. I can't. Oh my lord! Just thinking about having a roommate in the pandemic. Like, oh my god,
Really?
my old roommate. She would leave these passive aggressive notes on the fridge, and
Oh,
she'd be like, she was like a very anal neat freak,
okay.
and I'm not that. Like, I'm down to be neat, but I mean, she was just controlling. That was my issue. Like, I'm clean and organized. Not really. I'm not organized. Okay, being organized is really just being rich enough to buy those fucking containers. That's all being organized is. Being rich enough to buy fucking containers.
But it's part of what makes you you, you know, like the way you are, everything you are. It's just like, it's Amy. Like,
Well,
you know,
my favorite. Let me share my favorite quote, and then we're going to fucking get to work. My
okay.
favorite quote is by Albert Einstein. He says this: "If having a messy desk means you have a messy mind, then what does having a an empty desk mean?"
Wow. Yep.
Empty mind. What's up? And it's true because, like, I mean, I put stuff down, and it's like because I'm thinking, like, I'm always on the next thing. I'm on the next thing, baby. When I want to stop and be like, okay, put dish at 90-degree angle. Like, I don't have time for angles. Like, no,
I hope this is part of your act.
no. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the worst though is when you like. I mean, I'm not dating. I'm off dating
What?
until I get paper. I'm getting paper. I'm
Okay.
going to have money in the bank before I start dating because when you date in a place of when you're in a bad place, you date bad people.
Oh. Mhm.
Or from my experience,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
as a woman, I want to have my money right so I don't attract. Uh, I don't know what it is. Like when you're um when you're just like self conscious about your future. Like, I know me, I dated dudes that like judge you because you're not like an executive. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
It's just like in general being an artist and you date someone that is always like judging you because you're not wealthy. It's like
Yeah.
I put art first. So, but I'm now an adult, so I'm like, okay, I need to save up, get a 401k, figure that aspect of life. That is my point. I'm going to figure out 401ks and then layer it on.
Well, the more you work on your dreams, like you're investing in your art. I mean,
Yes,
you're
when I
investing in yourself. You're your own investment. So
exactly. My issue is I don't
the
want
only
no
yeah.
pulling me away from what I want to do. I'm totally happy all day just being selfish with my time. I have no children. Nobody. I literally from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I'm like researching, writing. But then once you start dating, you gotta like shut that part of your brain down. You gotta like
Yeah.
turn it off and be present and be like, let's watch a movie.
I can relate to that. Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
that's like.
I love watching a movie if I have my laptop. My ex-boyfriend would be so mad. Oh, can't you be off your laptop for like 1 minute? I'm like, no, I'm not interested in this movie unless if I could be on my laptop working on my dreams.
Yeah, of course. The only
Which,
thing, yeah.
what were you gonna say?
Oh, after you.
No, after you.
I was just gonna say, like, sometimes the payoff for this is longer than you wish. Like, I know, like, we want things right now, or like want success right now, but the problem with investing in yourself, it doesn't always happen when you want it to happen.
Yeah,
So
you know.
I put, we both have put so much time into this, but I think I've resolved to, like, just not give up, and however long it takes, that's how long
Yep.
it's going to take.
And just enjoying it. Like I realized, like
Yeah.
just enjoy it because I would be like so miserable in like a day job, like so miserable in a day job, and then when I finally get to do my art, like it's happy, and it's that frustration of like, is this always going to be life? Like this level of dissatisfaction in a day job. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, okay, no, I gotta find the joy regardless. This is where I'm at. I accept it, and that's it. Like, because why
Yeah.
we can choose to allow to be miserable. It's like I'm allowing myself to be fucking miserable. So, point being, remember to have fun. Yes, which is
Yes.
what I'm
I,
doing right
I
now.
can see it. I can see it in your work. You seem to always have, like, a positive, fun vibe.
Thank you. I don't want to put depressing shit out there because it's like our thoughts affect other people. We're all connected.
Sure.
You got to elevate the world. Elevate it. All right. Anyway,
Love
okay.
that.
So let me check the timer. Oh, we have 1 minute
I hope you. I hope you have something topical. Oh, did you buy some GameStop stock?
Oh my God. Let me show. I am such a doofus. So I don't have GameStop, but I invested a bunch in Dogecoin. I don't even know what Dogecoin was.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then, oh my God. So, did you know that Robinhood, they take money out of your bank account like 10 days,
Really?
like a week later? I think they do instant, but then they do. So, I ended up negative 2K in my bank account. So much fun on the
Whoa.
bank account. So then I had 5 overdraft fees. I called
Oh
my bank and
no.
I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm such a doofus. And they put me on a plan to where, like, you got to get your money right. Oh, you got to get your money right when the bank's got to put you on a plan.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm on this plan
Oh,
where they don't overdraft me.
oh no. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, Amy.
Anyway, so did you invest in the whole GameStop situation?
Oh, wouldn't that be great if I did? I'd be like sitting on a pile of stocks. No, I didn't. I missed it.
It's okay. We're gonna cash in somehow. Passive income.
Yeah.
It's all about passive income.
I think this whole Dogecoin phenomenon, like, people are looking at it now, like, remember when Bitcoin first started, like, popping in the market, like people started talking about it, and it was
Yeah.
so foreign, it just seemed like a joke,
Yeah.
and people were like, take this serious or whatever. I think now there's a way that people who don't want to miss that train, like they did with Bitcoin, and so more people are buying in now.
Are you on Dogecoin?
I bought a little bit. Yeah. I'm
All
just
right, I
like,
gotta
yeah,
buy.
I don't know, like, what if I, yeah, like, what if I bought put $1 in Bitcoin like back in 2011, I mean, where would it
So
be now? Like it would have been crazy.
so true. I mean, yeah, it's like 0.8 cents. So it's like, why not
Yeah.
just put the money into it?
Also, like, yeah, I feel like it's never going to go backwards. Like, we're never going to stop having crypto, if you think about it. I think that's
That's
the future, to be honest. You know, I don't know. Cashless society. It just seems like that's
so
where
true.
everything's going.
Yep. Anyway, did you get any? Next one we won't talk. Did you get anything done?
I hope we don't lose our one viewer if
I One viewer. Did you get anything done? Oh, okay.
think they're mesmerized by our chit chat.
Yes. Did you invest in Dogecoin? One viewer. Anyway, did you get anything done, Rick?
I just wrote down what we spoke about, like drum practice space in the arts district. That's my vision board right now.
Hey, you know what? You know where you want to go. Why don't you do this? Do a vision board with Pinterest. Pin for the next one. Pin the stuff visually you like.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Get
Yeah.
a Pinterest account if you don't have one, and type in downtown LA Arts District, pin it, and then look at it.
Wow. I can't do that during the session because I only have my phone with me.
Right.
I'm streaming on my phone. I should have brought my laptop.
No, it's all
I'm a
good.
goof. I didn't think I'd need it, but yeah.
What was it? You know what's a good thing then to do in terms of visualization? Think about how you'll feel when you have it,
Yeah, of
because
course.
they said 18 seconds of feeling that you have it, it activates it,
Whoa.
so it makes
I've
it
never
more.
heard that.
Yes, so you ask, can I have a practice space in LA? Watch, I end up with it because I asked for it. Can I have a practice? So
Well,
uh,
you want a studio, so there you go. It's the same thing.
yes, exactly. In LA,
You want to set up your camera. I want to set up a drum set. So same
yeah.
difference.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if we had practice spaces right by each other so we could like take
Well,
coffee breaks together and
we
stuff?
we we it'd have to be soundproof so you don't get annoyed by my drumming. But yeah.
I would care less, but also we probably live in that case.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yes. Um, Anyway, so then you ask for it and then you think, how will it feel when I have it? It'll feel like freedom. It'll feel bold. It'll feel proud. It'll feel productive. Like it kind of get on that high.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I got done was I wrote a premise for an article in the news. It's let's see. Actually, I didn't even finish the premise. So, China's first spacecraft arrived on Mars.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I'm a little behind on the news. So that happened, huh?
yeah. China's first. I think I gotta. That might be a confusing premise though, because uh, China's first. It's so interesting writing these uh current event jokes because you can't just use the headline. You gotta write it with as less words as possible so people aren't like asking questions as you say it.
China landed on Mars.
Oh, see, you put it so eloquently. Kind of, but then it might need a little bit more details, like a Chinese spacecraft. I think a Chinese spacecraft landed on Mars is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, a Chinese spacecraft landed on Mars. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to. Do you have enough battery on your phone to do another round?
I brought my power bank, so I'm charging.
Awesome. All right, cool. So I'm going to set the timer. You good for another round?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Definitely.
20 minutes, one viewer, 20 minutes, starting right now.
How you doing on yours?
Oh my god, I've been trapped on the same premise for like 10 minutes. So,
What's your premise?
a study done by the CDC announced that double masking does increase protection. So I was going to do like a condom joke, but I was like, with the word protection. But I'm like, I don't know why, I don't know. So my two handles that I'm doing the association with are double masking and protection.
Yeah.
But, and then double masking and double masking, like, what the
protecting you from seeing other people's face.
Oh, that's really?
It's kind of like a burn, kind of like a sick burn.
You mind if I write that down?
Yeah, yeah.
That was too good. You have it.
Protecting me from seeing your ugly face, like that sort of thing.
Yes, please. Double the protection from seeing your face. Yes, I like the direction. Now it just needs like a wording. I think with monologue jokes that you can't say you in the punchline, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. I guess it would need one of those transitions in the middle. They always have the doctors say, or did you get anything done?
I was just kind of writing a gear list of things that a dream list, I guess. Things I want to invest in. Like, say I have this, 4 white walls or whatever color they are, and like, what do I need to make this a workable space? I have over 50% of it. Like, I have the drum set, but then I also
have the main component, and drums are expensive too, right?
Sure, they can be, yeah, for sure. But I need a mixer and studio monitors and speakers and mic stand, all that stuff.
Yeah, like the computer is helpful for GarageBand or put your stuff out. There's all these oh my god, you've got to get on TikTok more.
Yeah,
I've been actually following a lot of musicians because it's so applicable to comedy. Like, I'm on Musician Talk because I can't believe whenever I talk to a fellow musician, they go through the same exact stuff that comedians go through.
Yeah,
like with
absolutely.
workers and promotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
It's the same thing. So I follow
Bringer shows.
Ugh, I know. Yeah. A lot of these music business people give such great tips to musicians. Like, I like this person, Bacon Bits.
Okay.
Follow him. I'll send you his link to follow him.
All right.
And the tips they have, like, you can distribute your content to Disco Kid or something, and then it goes on Pandora. And there's ways to monetize our art that we don't even know about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm gonna create a Patreon and start I'm gonna write up some packages. I don't care, whatever. I'll write a postcard or at different levels. But oh my god, I see these people that used to hang out at the Creek in the Cave, the place in New York. They just closed down.
Yeah.
But
R.I.P.
But they made make 67,000 a month on Patreon.
Wow.
And they're a podcast, and it's because all you need really is 100 fans to donate. 100 fans times 5 is 500. Or wait, no, right? What? Oh god, don't judge me for my math.
I'm in the same boat.
Oh my god, I'm so bad. One viewer, don't judge me. 500, yes.
There you go.
So 500 for those one fans if they all just gave you, $5. Now, let's say if you had 1,000 fans, $5,000. You can quit your day job.
Yeah.
How do we do that? One fan, please follow us. Or one viewer.
I guess
please.
Put yourself out there. Make that Patreon page. Do you ever live stream to Reddit?
No, that's a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, my friend's on Reddit a lot, and he watches. I don't know. I'm not on Reddit that much, so I don't really know.
You know what? I posted a YouTube video to this community, and they were so helpful. They friended me, subscribed, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I gotta use Reddit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Reddit, what's funny is it's like one of the oldest sites in terms of I don't know, I remember in 2008, my friend Mark was like, oh, there's this website called Reddit. And I'm like, cool. Like, wow, I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's huge.
Yeah. There's a lot of people on it. And I guess live streaming is a thing, apparently. My friend told me about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll figure that out.
Look into it.
Yes. Let's see how much time we have. Okay, we have 6 minutes, so hopefully I'm going to turn off my fan.
I like the shirt. Did you make it?
Yeah, so, oh my God. So,
whoa.
Do you know who this is supposed to be?
Sure, Fred Armisen. No, is that Robin?
Yeah, so
Robin Thicke?
Yeah. So I wanted to make an ode to Robin Williams.
Yeah.
So I drew it, and then I was coloring him. I was like, it looked weird with colored flesh tone.
Yeah.
So I left him white, and I was like, oh, nice. This is he's a soul. This is his soul.
Yeah.
And now the shirt just looks so weird that I don't wear it in public. But anyway, I don't know. When you draw people, drawing flesh tones, it looks weird. No, I'm not skilled to do people. But I could draw the outline.
Yeah. That's a limited edition thing. You should do that. Put that on your merch site.
Buttercup Media Club, guys. Go check it out. Etsy, Buttercup Media Club.
Do you have the merch there?
Yeah, I got
nice.
I got my merch, and I've sold a couple of tees. I just don't know how. I don't know how to sell it. I don't know. I guess you got to get that one design.
Yeah. It also helps to campaign. I have a friend who sells shirts, and she always posts about it on her Instagram story. I'm making these shirts, and people just buy them.
Oh, and she's doing a decent living?
It's not just that's not all she does, but that's just randomly she'll just make shirts, and then she'll be like, hey, I have some shirts I'm selling.
Cool.
She posts it.
Are they trendy? I noticed that people do trendy keywords. That's how they
it's kind of a novelty thing. They just have her face on it, and so.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. You should make an Amy brand.
Hey, maybe. My face would scare people. My teeth would blind people. They'd be like,
no way.
Yeah, I just gotta find out what the hell.
Earth Amy.
We'll figure this whole artist thing out.
You could draw yourself as a soul. I'd buy that. I'd wear that shirt.
I deserve. I'm so. This shirt is so bad. I deserve to have to replace
You're being
Like,
hard on yourself. This is a
I
nice
wonder,
shirt.
he'd probably be so offended. Like, dude,
No, what? No, Robin? No, he'd be honored. He'd be flattered
right?
if he saw your work of art.
Oh my
It's
god, I wish I
one of a
met
kind.
so much.
Yeah, I feel like there's just these random opportunities that I missed. Maybe you were in town when he was like going to some of the small theaters and we just like show up and do a set or whatever. He went to Nerd Melt
Yeah,
once,
I heard about
and
that.
yeah, he also went to IO randomly.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. He showed up and he asked if he could go on stage, and he improvised with whoever was on stage.
That's awesome.
I wasn't there that night, but there are plenty of pictures of friends who got to experience that. So isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you make an Earth to Amy shirt, I'd wear
All right, I'll make one.
it.
I'll make one.
Support support the brand.
Thank you. All right.
I feel like I'm a walking billboard for my friends. Like if someone makes something, I want to wear it.
I'll make one of you too.
No. I don't need. No, I don't want
No?
one.
Okay.
No. Rather, I don't want to wear myself. I want to wear. I want to wear Amy.
I'll make one. All right. There'll be a Halloween special edition.
Whatever you want. Like however you want it to look. I mean, I'll wear it.
Awesome. So let me look at the timer. 36 seconds. I'm gonna try to write a joke in 36 seconds.
Do it. Write a
Ah.
36-second joke.
Wait, where do I post? Oh my god. Okay. All right, here we go. Hustler founder is dead. Larry Flint. I don't want to do that.
Just write about smelly feet or stinky socks or something.
Right. Let's. Um, Word on the street: Springsteen got arrested for a DWI. Well, then, I don't know. It was crazy. I heard the news, and then it was like, oh god, The news was that he got a DWI. I thought it was recent. It turned out to be all the way from November.
Springsteen?
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't Billy Joel. Hey-o. Remember Billy Joel used to be in the media a lot because he'd always get like DUIs or whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's famously like just drinking and driving all the time.
Jeez, it makes me wonder at that level of money, just buy a driver.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sell one of your grand pianos and you have enough for a driver.
Right. What is up with that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, so yeah, we could wrap it up, or if you want to do one more session, it's up to you.
I gotta get going. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
go to the
gotta
store.
probably.
It's getting cold out here too.
Oh, really?
Getting a
Oh,
bit chilly. Not too cold. It's not as cold as where you are. Is it snowing over there?
ooh, actually, yes, it's going to snow tonight.
Oh my
Light
gosh.
snow. I like it, but people, understandably, it's a hassle for people.
Do
I
you
don't
do you ever work on snowshoes?
know. Snowshoots like filming in the snow. Yeah, the last snowstorm, I went out and I recorded myself doing a TikTok dance, but the algorithm
Aw,
didn't push it through.
no.
I want to say that the lighting wasn't good. Let me,
Dang it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I got,
gotta go on TikTok now. Oh my
you gotta
gosh.
go on TikTok.
Yeah.
They have. Honestly, I learn a lot from TikTok, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think I underestimated it at first, but now I'm like more open to it.
Yeah, I mean it's another possibility.
Yeah.
So, well, all right, everybody, that wraps up the Buttercup Media Club digital co-work space. We we hope you got a lot of work done. We got some work done. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
I think next time I'll zip up a little bit and focus. But it was
No,
fun.
this is part of it. I love catching up and like hearing what you're doing, and I feel like just even talking, like we get stuff done, or like our minds are shaped a little bit more
So
in the
true.
direction where we need to go.
Yeah, because after this, I'm gonna just like hammer out some stuff, and it like primed my brain. It like does. I feel like this is a good plaque scraper, for your teeth.
Yeah,
This was a
yeah, of
plaque
course.
scraper for your brain,
Yeah,
So we get the plaque off, and now I'm just gonna hammer in and fucking brush.
I feel that.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. Please add Ric Rosario on Instagram and TikTok. Is your
Or not,
TikTok
whatever.
handle?
I
Add
don't.
him on everything.
It doesn't. You can, but I don't really post on there. So yeah.
He's going to post a lot.
I will eventually
The
post, I
TikTok
guess.
star.
I like, by the way, I noticed it in the beginning, but your mic situation's pretty fun.
Thanks. Yeah, it's like a bootleg mic. I don't
Whoa,
know this brand, but it was $37.
perfect. Awesome.
Yes. A bootleg mic, everybody.
Great.
But add me on Instagram at Amy J Jans. Thank you so much for
Look
watching
out,
Buttercup Media Club.
look out for Amy's merch too.
Yes, check it out. My Etsy shop is Buttercup Media Club. Please check it out. Thank you, Ric Rosario, for joining us.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm so glad we got to catch up. And anytime you want to join the Buttercup Media Club stream, let me know.
Definitely.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. I'm
See
going to
ya.